There is that guy.
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Showdown in Little Tokyo is in my top 5
Oh,
action
no.
films of all time.
I don't want to hear about.
I love it.
About the hot tub scene. What's your name? Tia
Yeah.
Carrera. That was a Cassandra.
Yeah. You were the devout Buddhist raised in Japan. Brandon was the you know.
Yeah, he was the kid, the whiz kid.
Yeah.
On the streets of
Just wanted to go to the
LA.
mall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Thanks,
awesome.
man. Pleasure.
So
Good to
awesome.
see
Yeah,
you.
it's a huge pleasure. Huge fan for years.
Thanks, man.
To me, you are the real Frank Castle. Way before Marvel was such a huge thing, you were doing Marvel movies before it was, before it was trendy.
Thank you.
Yes,
Well,
you started the
appreciate it.
trend.
Thanks, man.
So one of the things I really enjoyed as a big fan of yours, especially watching The Expendables too, I loved the collision of the real world with the fictional world. That there were a lot of nods for us fans who have been watching all you guys for years. Particularly, because I can't tell you how many times I've had a conversation where I've said, Dolph Lundgren's like highly educated, he's an engineer, he speaks multiple languages, and I loved that that was in the movie.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, tell me about
People
that.
are like, get out of here. He's an idiot. He's a big guy who kills people. Big blonde guy who kills people. Well, it was Stallone's idea. Sly knows me for many years, and I wasn't that happy with the first draft of the script for the second picture because, the story was good, but Gunner was, the first one was great because it was a real arc,
Yeah.
And then on this one, he was kind of in the back going, hey, can I throw a grenade too? Kind of. So I thought that was not what I wanted to do, and he assured me he was going to come up with some cool ideas. One was the, engineering thing, and there were some other things about the girl and drinking, and enough to make him a kind of an interesting, colorful guy.
Yeah, and that's something I was talking about with some of the other press folks just now, is how much the characters were really fleshed out in this one, and everyone had a specific thing to do. How hard is it to find that balance? We have all of you guys who we typically see as the lone wolf hero in a film, all in a film together, which is awesome by itself. But then how do you make sure everyone has enough to do?
Yeah, it's a good question. That's the filmmaker's dilemma. How do you take 10 guys in a movie who are used to starring in their own movies and make them all feel comfortable and make them feel like they're getting their screen time without ruining the whole story? That's what I think. Sly did a pretty good job in the script and in the editing as well to make it all work.
Now, Sly directed the last one. Obviously, didn't direct this one. You've been directing quite a bit yourself as well. What is it like having had that directorial experience now, coming back and just acting? Does it change sort of your perspective on the whole thing?
Once you've directed, you feel sorry for that poor guy, or woman. You know what they go through. Every night the producer's yelling at him. During the day, the actors are asking a bunch of stupid questions, and they're at the same time they don't get any sleep, and they're in the middle of this, this storm from all directions. They're trying to pull out a good film. So I think as an actor, once you've directed, you really feel for the director, and you try to establish a good contact with them and really listen to them because they're the guy. He's the guy or the girl who's gonna make you shine in the picture. So you really want to listen to them and really want to serve them and give them different versions, various takes, various options to work with.